But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Blue 90.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
And that's caught inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Barber. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Detroit!
He'll get it up the middle. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run with Scott. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A 1st down throw for Brissett. And his first look is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Brissett. And he comes back with one complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Brissett on first down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
First down, Brissett. This is Yeldon on the dump off. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already, the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
The early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here we go! White 90! White 90! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He's going to get it running right. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They just get the play off. Now Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. Put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
No. Check.
Call it no
Patriot!
gain on the
Patriot!
play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st and 10, Brissett flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio!
On 2nd down, Brissett again. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! Grand 38!
They get it to him running left. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On second down, Scott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Fournette proven to be even more dangerous this year than as a rookie as the Jags come up 1st and 10.
Ohio! Flex round!
From the red zone now, Brissett eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
receiver. Two.
Now it's the backup Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Telvin Smith not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The Titans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Hey, flipper.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
First down, here's Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Spurs. Jahan, 180. Lano.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And give them a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Clipper.
2nd down, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That's going left, and Prater missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Black, 82.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Cousins. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
We're going, let's go. Zebra, zebra, zebra. Ringo.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Through. Wide. To Hunt.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught by Ware. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On second down now, Scott. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
They begin with a run by Fournette. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Black. Ringo.
Here's Cousins. Flushed out right. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 58 yards. A third-quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
Flex. Move.
To throw is Cousins. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try.
Black.
Cousins. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And here's Lewis. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Now back to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Cousins now on 2nd down. Open man right side is Sharp. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Again, it's Fournette. And an alley to run. Finding room to the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
play.
Cousins on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
Yellow.
Throwing here, Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
This will be fielded at the 8. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And the Titans getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He'll look to throw here. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Watch it now, Barney.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's a give to Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and got his man, complete. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Jags, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.